Hey everybody, it's your boy PB back with another video. Today we're going to be going over a new manhwa called The Heavenly Demons Broadcast from the Demon Realm, or the Heavenly Demons Otherworld live stream. Um, the comic, it starts out with our main character being the Heavenly Demon. He's having this looking back moment, thinking like was the martial world always this small? Like the former alliance leader, he was able to kill in one strike. The peak of the underworld, he defeated really easily. The person behind the scenes who basically tried to like manipulate and do everything surrendered and begged for his life before they even fought. And he's like, this life of being absolutely strong is lonely. And so, and then just out of nowhere, like the sky begins to warp and he gets sucked into this like black hole here, into the demon realm where there's like it's where there's like one rule, and it's like the law of the jungle. He's here for 10 years. He basically just survives, between the bizarre beasts that run rampant, or there's all a bunch of like spiritual herbs that lie scattered like pebbles around the road. All four seasons exist. It's essentially like this new type of world where it's basically just one island where you get like where everything is, and he was still the apex predator on this island. So he's like, what's the point of even being this strong when the loneliness is a constant? And he starts to look back about how he misses the people of his cult, like his followers and the people who would like his advisors. And he says he tried to escape the island, but he realized it was impossible until one day when he's just flying around, he spots this like giant like orb thing, and he touches it, and it turns into like this little square room thing where there's like a streaming setup and a green screen and whatnot. And so he learns as he sits in like this chair and he turns it on, it brings up like a streaming service called Quitch, which, I mean, come on. But essentially what it is it's a streaming platform, but with like the different worlds and whatnot. We learned that there was a great cataclysm that happened 10 years ago, which was when our main character got sucked into this demon realm, and like the worlds, like four worlds merged, creating in like one big world. And it was a fantasy world of magic, martial arts, just where monsters started going to the world, and like basically the four worlds had to join forces just to not be wiped out. And but our essentially our main character starts like seeing these streams, and he's like, you know to get like stuff teleported, you know he has to basically become successful on this Twitch platform, earning money through it. And you get it delivered, and all this stuff, that he's has been unable to do. He basically at the end of it says, he decides, he'll conquer it. Like he has this like new goal now. um and as he's thinking about it, because basically it like hurt his pride because people would join and then leave, thinking that he really wasn't the heavenly demon. He realizes like the world has forgotten about him. And so, he's thinking to himself, after he just decides that he's going to conquer it, he's like, well, the top ranks for young, beautiful girls. He's like, another world who will want to watch an old man stream. So he goes around killing monsters, collecting these crystals for like energy to undergo rejuvenation. Um, and basically, what he does is, instead of being an old man for his stream, he becomes, you know, a young, beautiful girl, heavenly demon, reborn as a beautiful girl, heavenly demon. So definitely piqued my interest when I saw this. So yeah, what to say? I mean, I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure. It's definitely seems like an interesting premise. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see where it goes. The art. Oh, sorry. As of right now, the art really isn't anything special, but I have hopes to see where this goes. I really do. Um, but that's pretty much what this is. There's only one chapter out right now. Like I said, it's like a very new comic, but I saw it and I just wanted to talk about it because you know, it seems like it'll be something that's pretty funny and pretty enjoyable to read. So I don't know. That's pretty much all I want to talk about in this video. If you guys leave a like, leave a sub. I'll be able to see more of you in the future. Continue growing this channel, continue talking about the comics I love. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.